Here at Post and Beam, a lot of what we do is jointing timbers together, not with screws or nails or bolts, but with the timber itself. Now, one of the methods we use to achieve an accurate tight joint is a process called scribing. The way we would scribe things in oak framing is you would lay one piece of timber on top of another, you would scribe the shape of the top one onto the bottom one, and you would scribe the shape of the bottom one onto the top one. It's a very accurate way of creating a neat joint, and oak framers and other framers would use this all over the world. It's a very popular way of doing it, very accurate. I'll show you how to do it. The idea here is to scribe the cross piece on top as if it was to be jointed into the two lower pieces. Using a plumb bob, we position the plumb bob very close to, but not touching, the intersection of the two timbers. It's important that it doesn't touch so that it does hang completely plumb and true. As you can see here, the plumb bob is positioned very closely and hangs completely plumb in all directions so that the joint can be marked. In this process, we measure the distance between the back of the string line and the timber. In this case, the distance is 2 mil. We make a mark 2 mil to the left of the string here, and at the bottom we've got 3 mil. So we make a mark 3 mil to the left of the string. Now, joining these two marks gives you a line at the angle of intersection of the two timbers. It's important that you look down the angle of the timber underneath in order to mark the top one, because that is the angle of intersection of the two pieces of wood. Again, when marking the lower timber now, it's important that we look down the angle of intersection. And then here again, we measure the distance between the string and the timber. In this case, it's about 2 mil. We put the 2 mil, replicate that mark on the lower timber, and then we measure lower down. It's another 2 mil, and we replicate that mark again. Then joining these two lines up gives us the angle of intersection between the two pieces of timber. The last part is to move the plumb bob to the other side of the timber and scribe again the upper and lower piece. Once this is completed, you can join up the lines across the top and you have the finished scribe onto the timber. So there you go. There's a little insight into how we go about marking some of the joints we make. I hope that was useful. See you next time.